Good day everyone. Since we have already discussed the PNP qualifications for appointment last midterms, we are now going to move on to the PNP attrition system. Okay, PNP attrition system is actually the reason on why or as to why we remove the police personnels or they have to resign or retire under certain conditions. In these certain conditions, we have 5. Attrition by maximum tenure in position. Attrition, saan yung number 2? Attrition by relief. Attrition by demotion in position or rank. Attrition by non-promotion and attrition by other means. First one on your screen is the table of your attrition by attainment of maximum tenure. Ibig sabihin, there is a certain positions for a specific number of years. Now, once they reach the maximum allowed years, they will have to retire or unless they are promoted or they have to leave earlier. First one there is your PNP director. Your PNP director has a maximum tenure of 4 years. Deputy Chief, 4 years. Director for Staff Service, 4 years. Regional Directors, 6 years. And the Provincial City Directors is a maximum of 9 years. Now, if they reach the maximum allowed years, they will have to retire. So that is their maximum tenure. Now, these police officers actually must retire at the age of 56 or when they reach their maximum tenure, whichever comes first. So if they reach the age of 56 or if they have reached their maximum tenure, they have to leave or they have to retire. Now, in case of, for example, war or national emergency, the President can only extend the PNP chief's term. It's either by 2 years or 1 year. Okay? So those who already reached their maximum tenure, the President can only extend their tenure for 1 year or 2 years before the rule applies. Okay? So that is your number 1. Attrition by attainment of maximum tenure of PNP members holding key position as prescribed by the table on your screen, or if they will reach the age of 56 years old. Next one is attrition by relief. Okay? PNP uniformed personnel who has been relieved for just cause and has not been given an assignment within 2 years after such relief shall be retired or separated. What does it mean? Okay, so for example, if a police officer, okay, they were removed from their position and sabi dyan, a just cause. Ibig sabihin, there is a valid reason as to why they were removed. And then, after which they do not get any new assignments within 2 years. Okay? By that time, they will be retired or they will be removed from service. That is attrition by relief. Number 3 is attrition by demotion in position or rank. Any PNP personnel, civilian, or uniformed who is relieved and assigned to a position lower than what is established for his or her grade in the PNP staffing pattern and who shall not be assigned to a position commensurate to his or her grade within 18 months. After such demotion in position shall be retired or separated. Okay, for example, if a police officer is demoted from, say for example, police corporal demoted to police patrolman. So, it's lower position. It's below their current rank. And then, they were not given or they were not reassigned to a position matching their original rank within 18 months. That is the reason why they will be retired or they will be separated from service. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4 is attrition by non-promotion. Okay, attrition by non-promotion, any PNP personnel who has not been promoted for a continuous period of 10 years shall be retired or separated. Say for example, you're a patrolman, patrolwoman or patrolman, so PO1. And then you stayed as patrolman or patrolwoman for 10 years. You have not been promoted for those consecutive years. Of course, you will be retired or you also will be separated from the service. Sino namang may gusto. Right? Okay, number 5 and last is attrition by other means. Okay, what are these other means? A PNP member or officer with at least 5 years of accumulated active service shall be separated based on any of the following factors. Okay, first one there is inefficiency based on poor performing during the last 2 consecutive annual rating periods. Ibig sabihin, of course, you have a poor performance for 2 consecutive years. Okay? Letter B is inefficiency based on poor performance for cumulative annual rating periods. Even if it is not consecutive, but if you have a poor performance for 3 separate years, you will be separated or retired from the service. Letter C, physical and or mental incapacity to perform police functions and duties. So, of course, if you have a physical or mental incapacity, it will prevent you now from doing your job. So, you must be separated or retired from the service. And last is failure to pass the required entrance examination twice and or finish the required career courses except for justifiable reasons. Okay, so unless you have a valid excuse, you will fail if you have not completed the mandatory career courses or these required examinations. Okay, so that is the PNP attrition system. Okay, why do we need to have this PNP attrition system? Okay, so of course, it is necessary for us to maintain a competent and efficient police force, right? By retiring or removing them. In first one, we have discussed that if they have already stayed too long in their positions. Number 2, if they fail to be reassigned or promoted. Number 3, if they perform poorly or they have a physical or mentally unfit. And last is if they have failed exams or career courses without a valid reasons. Okay, so those one. Next one is on the kinds of police promotion. Okay, so the Philippine National Police actually have a regular promotion in the PNP, which means that police officers can move to a higher rank based on certain requirements. Say for example, from police officer 1 or your patrolman or patrolwoman to police corporal. Okay, so they can move to a higher rank based on certain requirements or conditions. First one, he or she has successfully passed the corresponding promotional examination given by the NAPOLCOM. And we already know that National Police Commission conducts examination to test, of course, the knowledge and skills of police officers. Now, if they pass, okay, they can qualify for promotion. Okay. Next one is pass the bar or corresponding board examination for technical service and other promotion. Okay. Some police officers have actually specialized roles such as they are doctors, lawyers, engineers. Now, if they want to be promoted, in these areas, they must pass the required professional licensure examination. Okay, and of course, they have to complete the required training. Next is satisfactory completion of the appropriate accredited course in the PPSC or equivalent training institution. PPSC stands for your Philippine Public Safety College. Okay, so officers must finish their training at the PPSC or an equivalent institution. Okay, so this ensures they have the skills and knowledge needed for higher responsibilities. Letter D is pass the psychiatric, psychological, and drug test. Okay, so of course, now to make sure that the police officers are mentally and physically fit for duty, they must undergo and pass the tests for mental health, psychological stabilities, and drug use. Since we have already discussed this one last midterms. Okay. Next one is cleared by the People's Law Enforcement Board or your pleb and the office. Okay, so officers should also have no pending cases, no? Or complaints against them from the People's Law Enforcement Board or your pleb. And of course, ayan, Office of the Ombudsman for any complaints against him or her. Okay, so they must check their records to confirm that they have no legal or ethical issues. Okay, now, say for example, they have a pending criminal case. Okay, if a police officer has a criminal case filed against them, they can still be promoted unless there is a probable cause that was found. Of course, if a probable cause was established, they will become ineligible or hindi sila pwedeng ma-promote. Okay? If the case is not resolved, for example, for 2 years after the probable cause was established, still, they can be promoted. Pero, if they are now found guilty, okay, or there is a verdict already by final judgment, their promotion will be revoked. Okay? But, finally, if their violations was on human rights or if it involves human rights violation, tapos malakas pa yung evidence nila, and of course, if it is punishable by life imprisonment, of course, the officers becomes completely ineligible or they are not eligible for promotion if that is the case. Okay, so that is your regular promotion. No, this is the standard promotion process where PNP officers will move up the ranks based on the qualifications and performance that we have discussed in your number 1. Next one is promotion by virtue of exhibited acts or special promotion. Okay, so this is rewarded based on their extraordinary courage or exceptional performance beyond the regular duty. Okay, so say for example, they faced an overwhelming enemies despite being outnumbered. Say for example, dadalawa lang sila and they have overwhelming enemies, say for example 12, okay, and then they displayed an extraordinary courage. What else? During your rescue or disaster operations, no, they have saved lives and properties, and this is not beyond the regular duty because, say for example, a patrol woman or man, their regular duty is on the, what do you call this, traffic management. Okay, yan. Tapos they were involved sa shootout, say for example, no, during robberies or public incidents. Okay, so they displayed extraordinary courage, okay, or exceptional performance. Yan, so they can be rewarded or they can be promoted. Yan. Pero there must be a requirement for this special promotion. First one is there must be an eyewitness. Okay, so this eyewitness must testify, or at least 2 people must testify to the act. So they are going to make an affidavit that they have seen the act of this PNP personnel. What else? Number 2 is superior's declaration. So the superior must also make a sworn statement from the immediate superior confirming that this police personnel have done the act. Okay, so that is promotion by virtue of exhibited acts. These are special promotions given, or reward-based promotion given to PNP personnel who display extraordinary courage or exceptional performance beyond their regular duties. Number 3 is promotion by virtue of position. Okay? To make the definitions short, okay, when PNP personnel are assigned to a higher ranking position but hold a lower rank, they are entitled to a rank adjustment after 6 months in the role. Pero there are conditions, or there are requirements for it. Number 1 there, after 6 months daw of occupying the higher position, they are given a rank adjustment. What else? They cannot be reassigned within 2 years after the promotion. And if ever the officer lacks the qualification for the position, they can only hold it temporarily for 6 months without reappointment or extension. Okay, so what does it mean? Officers will only be temporarily holding higher positions, can be granted rank adjustments after 6 months. Okay? Yan. Still, andyan pa rin yung requirement na they must pass the psychiatric, psychological, and drug test to qualify for promotion. Hindi mawawala yan. Now, if you are asking if what is the reason as to why PNP members may have to be assigned to a higher rank position even if they have a lower rank, it has actually several possible reasons. First one there is because the lack of qualified personnel. No, if for example there may not be enough officers with the required rank and qualifications as to avail to fill the position, okay, so they must have to assign a lower ranking officer for temporarily assignment. Okay, what else? Competency and experience. No, the officer may have say for example demonstrated exceptional skills, leadership, or experience na nakitahan siya ng skills that may be suitable for the role. Even if they do not yet hold that required rank, they may be assigned for this higher ranking position. What else? Urgency of the position. No, some key positions need to be filled immediately to ensure smooth operations, and waiting for a properly ranked officer may disrupt police functions. No, so they can be temporarily assigned for these higher ranking positions. Now, sabi ko nga kanina, if after 6 months they have been occupying that higher position, they will be given a rank adjustment. Okay? Now they cannot be reassigned after within 2 years if they were promoted after 6 months. Yan. Okay? Okay, so let's move on to the incentives and awards, or the benefits and privileges that the PNP members are eligible for. Okay, so they are eligible for recognition and rewards for their service and performance. Now, these rewards and or these incentives and awards are administered by the Board of Incentive and Awards under the DILG, or the Department of the Interior and Local Government. Now we are going to discuss the types of awards. First one there is the Police Medal of Valor. Okay, so take note that this Medal of Valor is the highest award in the PNP, okay, given to officers who perform acts of extreme bravery and heroism. Okay, so beyond their call of duty, okay, or sometimes they often risk their own lives, lalong-lalo na in combat or high-risk operations. Okay, say for example, if there are bank robbery, for example, tapos for them to protect the civilians, okay, despite na they were outnumbered and wounded, they still single-handedly holds off the heavily armed criminals. Yan, so basta they have risked their own lives, okay, in this, say for example, high-risk operation, they can be awarded for Police Medal of Valor. Yan. Number 2 is Police Medal of Merit naman. This merit naman, or this award naman, is given to officers who demonstrate exceptional performance in their duties. Say for example, they have solved a major crimes, yan. They lead important investigations, ano pa? They significantly contribute to law enforcement. Say for example, they have detected successfully or solved a high-profile murder case. Yan. So, these police officers, they lead the arrest and conviction of the suspect, say for example, through outstanding investigative work. Okay? Yan. So, Police Medal of Merit, again, they have demonstrated exceptional performance. Okay? Number 3 is Wounded Police Medal. Okay, from the wounded word itself, they are awarded to the officers who were injured in line of their duty. Okay, so while they were performing police operations, say for example, merong gunfight, okay, some examples, when they are arresting criminals, they are responding to dangerous situations, ayan, and then they have incurred injuries from that of the operation, okay, they will be awarded this Wounded Police Medal. Okay. Next, there is Police Efficiency Medal. Okay, in your Police Efficiency Medal naman, this recognizes the officers for their outstanding efficiency and dedication. Okay, so in their work or in their duty, they particularly particularly their administrative or operational duties, they contributed to the success of the police program. Say for example, yung police chief, nag-introduce siya ng new crime prevention system, and then this became successful. Okay, and it truly significantly reduces the crime rates in their area. Okay, so after then, the police chief will be rewarded for Police Efficiency Medal. Ibig sabihin, naging dedicated, naging efficient yung system or yung inintroduce niya na prevention system. Okay? Next one is Police Special Service Medal. Okay? In your Police Special Service Medal naman, this is awarded to officers who render extraordinary services. Okay? Extraordinary services. How is this? Say for example, they organize important events, no? Such as leading special law enforcement missions. Okay? Say for example, an officer is assigned to coordinate security for a major international summit. Okay? Ngayon, naging successful yan. Okay, and it ensures the smooth and safe conduct of the summit or of that program. Okay, that officer will be rewarded Police Special Service Medal. Okay, yan, yung sa pagtulong nila in organizing so much tawag dito, yung mga malalaking events. Ayan, okay, that is still rewarded. Next one is Police Unit Citation Badge. Okay, Police Unit Citation Badge. This is given to a police unit naman, hindi lang siya individual. Okay, so to the whole police unit. Okay, of course, they have maybe performed exceptionally well in an operation or project. Say for example, papasok dito yung mga SWAT team, no? Kasi they might be recognized for a well-executed counter-terrorism operation, for example, no, that prevented a planned attack. Okay, so Police Unit Citation Badge. Next one is Distinguished Conduct Medal. Okay, this is given to officers who perform highly distinguished acts of bravery in extremely dangerous situation. Say for example, may isang police officer that he jumped into a raging river to save a drowning child. Okay, so he risked his own life, no? Okay, so this police officer will be rewarded Distinguished Conduct Medal. Next one is Outstanding Achievement Medal naman. This is awarded for exceptional achievements that significantly contribute to the PNP's success in crime prevention, law enforcement, or public safety. Papasok dito yung pinag-aaralan natin na innovative crime mapping system. Okay, so if there is an officer who develops some kind of innovative crime mapping system that helps the police to respond faster to incidents or emergency response, ayan, he will be awarded for this one. He will be awarded Outstanding Achievement Medal. Okay, next one is Commendation Medal. Given to officers naman who show consistent dedication and excellent in their daily duties. Okay, so take note, daily duties. Say for example, yung mga patrol officers natin na always or regularly sila nag-a-assist in solving community disputes. Okay, so it prevent them from escalating into major crimes. Okay, these officers will be awarded of a Commendation Medal. Okay. Next one is Heroism Medal, awarded for still extraordinary heroism in their line of duty. Okay, lalong-lalo na, or this is usually given to the fallen heroes na tinatawag natin. Usually in life-threatening situations. Say for example, merong isang officer na nag-rescue ng multiple people from a burning building. Okay, so despite the extreme danger, okay, pumunta pa rin siya and nag-rescue ng maraming tao. He will be given an award of Heroism Medal. Okay? Next one is Police Relations Medal. This medal naman is given to officers who make outstanding contribution to strengthening police community relations. So, dito din pumapasok yung public trust, no? Say, for example, isang police officer ulit that initiates youth engagement program, no? So, pag sinasabi nating youth engagement program, dito pumapasok yung nare-reduce ngayon yung juvenile crime in a community. Okay, so Police Relations Medal, or they can now communicate with the people, okay, or with the community. Yan. So outstanding contribution yan. So they can be awarded Police Relations Medal. Okay? Next one is Disaster Relief and Rehabilitation Medal. This is awarded to officers naman who actively participate in disaster response. Okay? Lalong-lalo na if they have recovery efforts sa pag-rescue ng mga tao. Okay? So, examples of this one is, of course, those officers who assist in the rescue and relief operations, no? Lalong-lalo na if there are major typhoons. Okay? So, they help stranded families and distributing aid. And last, but not the least, is Anti-Dissidence Medal. Okay? Given to officers involved in counter-insurgency operations or efforts to combat rebellion and terrorism. Okay? So, say for example, there is a police unit who successfully captures a wanted terrorist leader, no? Okay, so yung terrorist leader na to, he is responsible for multiple bombings. Okay, ngayon, if this police unit captured this terrorist, of course, he will be given Anti-Dissidence Medal. Okay, so ayan, those are the 13 authorized decorations, okay, or service medals that being awarded or given to our police officers for their service. Yan. Okay, so if masyadong mabilis, you can naman, since this is a video recorded lecture, you can always repeat the video or balik-balikan ninyo. Okay, so ayan, no? So, these medals recognize, of course, the bravery, the dedication, the achievements of PNP officers in different aspects of their duties. Okay, so, of course, this is to ensure that exceptional service is acknowledged and rewarded, na hindi lang basta-basta nilang ginagawa yan. Okay? Yan. Okay, so meron din tayong tinatawag na posthumous award. Okay, posthumous award. Yan, in case individual who distinguish himself dies before the granting of the awards. So this is actually a special award, no, given to a person who has done something that have passed away before they could receive it. Okay, so the awards honors their achievement even after death. Okay, yan. Okay, next one, health and welfare. Of course, no, the DILG or the Department of Interior and Local Government always ensures that our police officers have program to keep them healthy and well supported. Okay, so lahat ng PNP leaders must create a positive work environment to take care of their personnel and boost their moral. Okay, yan. Very simple lang ang sinasabi ng health and welfare natin.
Okay, so next one is on longevity pay and allowances.
Okay, dito naman, this is under your RA 6975, no? That the PNP personnels receive an extra 10% of their basic salary for every 5 years of service. Okay, so pag naka 5 years of service sila, they will receive a 10% of their basic salary. However, this bonus cannot go beyond 50% of their basic salary. Okay, however, they also continue to enjoy this kinds of allowances. First one is your subsistence allowance. Okay, so it's kind of a financial support for them. Okay, subsistence allowance, dito pumapasok yung allowance for their daily meals, yan, for their basic needs. Okay, meron din tayong quarter allowance. Okay, this is for their housing or living expenses kung nagbo-boarding sila. Ayan. They are given allowances also for that. Okay, clothing allowance, of course, for their uniforms or for their proper attires. Okay, cost of living allowance. This is of course to adjust for changes in the cost of their basic goods. Okay, hazard pay. Ito naman is an extra pay for their dangerous duties if somehow they were deployed to go for a dangerous duties, meron silang hazard pay. And other allowances, dito pumapasok yung additional benefits depending on their role and the needs of this PNP personnel. Okay, so yan. Subsistence allowance, quarter allowance, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so for your longevity pay and allowances, sabi natin kanina that it is a financial reward to PNP personnel, no? And under RA 6975, they will receive an additional 10% of their basic salary for every 5 years of service. Yan. So, let me give you an example of longevity pay calculation. Okay, yan. So, let's assume that a PNP officer has a basic salary of 50,000. Yan. So, after 5 years of service, sabi natin kanina, 5 years, they will receive an additional 10% of their basic salary. No? So, 50,000 is their basic salary times after 5 years, they will receive additional 10%. So, what is the 10% of 50,000? It would be 5,000 pesos. Okay, so after 5 years of service, the total salary of this PNP personnel is 55,000 pesos already. Okay? If naman, say for example, 10 years na siya, 10 years of service na siya, no? So, sabi natin kanina, every 5 years, there should be an additional 10%. Okay, so again, 50,000 yung basic salary niya. Okay, times, since 10 years, it will be 20% already yung additional. So, 20%. Okay, sorry, 20%. Okay, 20%. So, what is the 20% of 50,000? That would be 10,000 pesos. So, after 10 years of service, the total salary now of that PNP personnel would be 60,000 pesos. Okay? So, ganun yung calculation niya. Okay, so yan pa lang ha, pag 10%, pag there is 5 years or 10 years service na siya. Hindi pa kasali dyan yung allowances that we have discussed kanina. So, say for example, yung subsistence allowance plus, say for example, 2,000 yung subsistence allowance niya. Tapos, clothing allowance plus 2,000 ulit. Tapos, cost of living allowance plus 2,000 ulit. Okay, ayan, plus hazard pay of, sabihin na natin, 10,000 pesos. Okay, so you will add all of the allowances and then add it to his or her basic salary or total salary. Okay, so 60,000 plus 246 and then 10,000, 16,000, that would be 72,000 pesos total monthly salary. Okay, so mapera talaga po ang ating mga kapulisan. Okay, so that is just a sample of the salary computation after 20 years of service. Okay? Yan. So, basic salary niya ulit is 50,000. No? Okay? Tapos, longevity pay niya na 20%. Tapos, allowances niya na 16,000. Okay? So, that is 72,000 all in all. Okay, so how about naman the retirement benefits. Okay, so of course, after years of dedicated service, a PNP officer are entitled to retirement benefits. Lalong-lalo na if they served for at least 20 years, no? They will be receiving a monthly pension, okay, equal to 50% of their base and longevity pay. Okay? Yan. So, for every additional year after 20 years, the retirement pay increases of how much? Okay, 2.5. Yan, 2.5. Bakit ayaw? Ayaw. Okay, so 2.5% per year up to a maximum of 90% for those who serve 36 years or more. Okay, tapos this retirees pa will also receive a lump sum payment within 6 months of retirement. Ma'am, hindi ko maintindihan. Okay, so here is a computation or example computation. Okay, so let us say again, an officer's basic salary is again 50,000 pesos. Okay, so basic salary yan. BS ko na tayo dito. BS or basic salary. Their pension is calculated this one. So after, say for example, after 20 years of service, ang matatanggap niya is 50%. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, 50% of their base and longevity pay. Okay, so how much is the 50% of your 50,000? That would be 25,000 per month. Okay? That is after 20 years of service. Paano naman after 30 years of service? Say for example, after 30 years. Okay, so ilan ulit yung what do you call this? Ilan ulit yung matatanggap niya na pension per month? Sabi natin kanina, okay, for every additional year after 20 years, the retirement pay increases by 2.5 per year. 2.5% per year. So, kanina 20%. Ilan yung nadagdag na years? Say, okay, this one is 10. So, plus 10 years, ayan, 30 years na. So, after 30 years of service, ang madadagdag dyan is 2.5 times 10. Okay, na nadagdag. That would be 25%. Okay, so kanina 50% plus 25% ulit. Ayan, 25 that would be 75% already. 75% of his basic salary na 50,000. Okay, so what is the 75% of 50,000? That would be 37,500 per month. Okay, so ganyan yung calculation niya. Yan, ulitin natin. 50,000 is the basic salary of a police officer nung nagsaserve pa siya. Okay, ngayon, after 20 years of service, and then sabi niya magre-retire na siya, of course, makakatanggap siya ng pension. Ngayon, yung monthly pension na matatanggap niya is equal to 50% of their base salary and longevity pay. Ngayon, okay, 50% of his basic salary is 25,000 per month. Okay, ngayon sabi niya, okay, hindi pala muna ako magre-retire ngayon. So he served again another 10 years. Another 10 years nag-serve ulit siya. Okay? So that would be 20 plus 10, that would be 30 years already. Ngayon, sabi natin kanina, the retirement pay increases by 2.5% per year. Okay? Per year. Ngayon, this one na, this 10 years additional to the 20 years na service niya, 2.5 times 10 is 25%. Okay, so i-add natin yung 25% sa 50% na monthly pension niya. Okay, that would be 75% times 50,000, which is the basic salary. That would be 37,500 per month, all in all pension niya. Okay? Yan. Pero, sabi natin kanina, maximum of 90% for those who serve 36%. Okay? So, how is that na naman? Sabi niya, after 36 years naman. Years. So, sabi niya, 90%. Maximum of 90% of his basic salary. And ang basic salary natin kanina, sinabi natin is 50,000. Okay. So, 50,000 times 90% ulit is ilan? That would be 45,000 per month. So, ganun lang siya. Their pension also can increase if the salaries of active duty police officers are raised. If that time, tapos na-raise yung, of course, yung basic salary niya, hindi lang siya 50,000 pesos, of course, it would increase. No, hindi lang siya magsi-stick to 50,000. Yung iba nakakatanggap ng 60, 70, 80 and higher. Okay, so I hope naintindihan niyo yung calculation niya, no? Example lang to. Basta additional year after 20 years, i-multiply natin yung 2.5%. And sa example natin is 10 years yung additional, kaya minultiply natin siya sa 10. Okay, so that would be 25%. We need to discuss this, and actually this is included in your examination soon pag finals na. Okay, so if ever na hindi nyo naintindihan ngayon sa video lecture natin, ulitin natin siya pag nag face-to-face na tayo. Yan. Okay, so next one, we'll be discussing on the permanent physical disability benefits. Okay, so in here, a PNP officer becomes permanently and totally disabled, no? Say for example, nakakuha siya ng injury or illness while on duty, magkakaroon sila or they will now be entitled to, ayan, first is your one-time gratuity pay equal to 1 year's salary. Okay? What else? A lifetime pension equal to 80% of their last salary. Okay? And of course, other benefits. Yan. So, what again? A one-time gratuity pay equal to 1 year's salary. Number 2, a lifetime pension equal to 80% of their salary. And of course, other benefits as provided by existing laws. I will provide again example. Ayan. Okay, so example of disability benefits calculation. Okay, sabihin na natin na yung last salary niya is 50,000. Okay, tapos nagkaroon siya ng injury or maybe illness while performing his or her duty. Take note, no, that the PNP officer permanently or totally disabled na siya. Okay, after the injury or after the illness na nakuha niya while on duty. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa one-time gratuity pay. Yan, sabi natin kanina, the last salary is 50,000. Okay? Ang one-time gratuity pay is equal to 1 year's salary. Okay? So, 50,000 times 1 year or 12 months. Okay? So, that would be, of course, 600,000. Oh, sorry. Another zero. Of lump sum. Okay, so makakatanggap siya ng 600,000. And then number 2, Number 2 is lifetime pension of 80% of his last salary. Okay, so 50,000 times 80% of his last salary. Of course, magkano yan? 40,000 per month. Okay, so makakatanggap pa siya ng 40,000 per month. And then, other benefits, if meron pang ipro-provide yung existing law natin. So, all in all, okay, ang makukuha niya, say for example, for the month of January, kung nung January yan nagka-injure or nagka-illness, ayan, 600,000. 640,000. Okay, so itong one-time gratuity pay na ito, kukunin niya lang siya once kasi nga one time. Okay, so yung 600,000 marireceive niya. Pero per month, magkakaroon siya ng pension, lifetime pension na 40,000 if yung last salary niya is 50,000. Basta imumultiply natin siya by 80%. Okay, so I hope naintindihan. Okay, next and last one for the benefit or for the what is this na? Benefits and privileges that a PNP personnel is receiving is the early retirement benefit. Okay, so in your early retirement benefit, any police officer may request early retirement, no? Basta inapprove siya ng NAPOLCOM. Ngayon, pag the NAPOLCOM granted, they will receive a separation benefits equivalent to a police or equivalent to a position 2 ranks higher than their current rank. Okay, so this applies whether the rank is temporary or maybe permanent. Okay, so here's an example again of the calculation of early retirement benefit. Okay, say for example, yung PEMS natin or your Police Executive Master Sergeant. Okay, ang basic salary actually ng PEMS is 40,000 pesos. Ngayon, if they requested to have an early retirement, okay, tapos pag na-approve, their benefits will be computed based on the salary of what? What is 2 rank higher than your PEMS or your Police Executive Master Sergeant? That would be Police Lieutenant. Okay, so Police Lieutenant is 2 ranks higher than your PEMS. Ngayon, okay, your separation pay will not be limited to this basic salary of PEMS. Rather, ang basic salary na makukuha ninyo is yung basic salary ng isang police lieutenant, which is 49,528. So, yan yung makukuha mo na separation pay or yung benefits na makukuha mo. Okay? So, ayan. This allows now the officer, of course, to retire early while securing higher financial benefits. Para naman ma-ensure PMAN that they will have a better support after their kahit na they have leave already from the service, kahit na nag-early retire na sila. Okay? So, yan. That is if the NAPOLCOM will approve it. Yan. So, very simple lang ang early retirement benefit. Again, ang makukuha mo na benefit would be computed based on the salary of salary equivalent to a position 2 ranks higher. Yan, 2 ranks higher than your current rank. Okay, so ang example lang ulit natin kanina is your PEMS or your Police Executive Master Sergeant. And ang 2 ranks higher ng PEMS is your Police Lieutenant, which is, ang kanilang basic salary is 49,528, and that would be your separation benefit na makukuha. Okay?